Hey, yo, what's the deal? What's the deal, man? It's your man, Will. Hey, check this video out, man. Just when you think you heard something, just when you think you seen something, check this out.
My 40-year-old man texting me like this.
I'm gonna upload these videos of you saying, hustle jewelry and he's watching shit, moisture like diamonds and shit. Yeah, you ain't know we had videos too. We got videos of you too. So you can get ready. Your ass finna go up, y'all. Your ass finna go back to Now Memphis for bullshitting. Finna go upload these videos of you saying, you talking about hustle. Fight that, young nigga.
40-year-old man, bro, texting, doing all this. Look at him, man. I got this how many times niggas done called me, bro. No call ID, this all how many times he done called me, man. You 40-year-old man, and you texting me, talking about this, and you hating on my nigga hustle, man. You don't want to see no nigga, you don't want to see no nigga shine. I get it, bro. That's why God got me, man, and you ain't gonna never make it, man. And I ain't saying it like in a bad way. I hope he make it, and I hope his life be successful. But man, this is the way he takes me. He's very conniving.
I got some disturbing news for y'all. I got a disturbing phone call, right? From my probation officer. And my federal, I'm still on federal probation. I got 5 more months of federal probation left. And she was like, I was sent this video of the kid that you have around you with firearms. And I'm like, damn, I know she talking about King. So I'm like, he got firearms. Like, what you mean? Like, you told me one no firearms in your house, but he on your story with he on his story with firearms. And I'm like, ma'am, I haven't seen this. I don't know what you talking about. She sent it to me. She sent it to my phone. But I let her know. And I'm here to let the whole world know. All y'all need to know this. King ain't been with me in 4 months. And I'm gonna tell you why. King showing guns, smoking, throwing gang signs, shooting dice. None of that been going on around me. None of that been going on around me. I need y'all to know ain't none of that shit been going on around me.
Yeah. Now, my thing is this, man. I don't know who raised this kid. I don't know who raised this kid. You know what I mean? From the information that I'm getting, that this is not Finesse 2 Tymes kid. You know, from the information that I'm getting, that he's supposed to have signed him, with his record label or whatnot like that. I don't know how true is that. But I can tell you this. This kid, whoever raised this kid, the streets must have to raise this kid, because it couldn't be no mom and no dad involved in this situation. You know what I mean? A mom and a dad, a true mom and a dad, would not have this kid stepping off the porch too early like that. You know what I mean? Just looking at the video, listening at how this kid talk like he's a grown man. You know what I mean? He's stepping in grown man's shoes. He's shooting dice. He's, like Finesse say, man, that he's getting all on stories. Toting on stories and stuff like that. Whose son is this? He don't belong to nobody. He don't belong to nobody. He just belongs to the streets. This little kid, no more than 11 or 12 years old. Man, when I was 11 or 12 years old, I wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? I wasn't doing that. When I tell you, the grown adults that was around me kept me in the kid's place. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know nothing about this kid. I don't know anything about the situation with him and what Finesse got going on. I don't know. But I can tell you this. I could tell just by listening to the way this little boy talk that it's a lack of parenting that went on. It's a lack of parenting went on somewhere. Somewhere that he was allowed to step in a grown man's position at an early age. You know what I mean? Just by the way he's talking. It's not much you can do, you know, with a kid like this, especially when there's no grown adult around to correct the behavior, or should have corrected some of the behavior. And some of the things is you shouldn't let him go out and adult without knowing how to adult, if that makes sense. He's going out there with adults, shooting dice, doing all the things that grown adults do. I can't name all of them because TikTok won't let me. You know what I mean? But he's allowed to go out there and do all of the things that grown adults should do. And then when a grown adult try to correct his behavior, you know, this is what we get right here. You know, because I disapprove of how this little kid is really talking on here. And, you know, some guys, you know, some people look at the video and be like, oh man, he just being real. Shit, he just being real. Little daddy just being real. No. Little daddy's too grown. Little daddy's too grown. You know what I mean? I hope this little kid get in the right hands of somebody that can channel that behavior and switch that behavior over to where it needs to be. You know, or other than that, this kid gonna go to school and possibly drop out of school because he feel like all the money and all this is in his eyes, and he feel like any kid would feel, why would I need school if I got all this money? What a grown adult keep putting all this money in somebody, a kid hands like that? Why is we so in a hurry to grow him up so fast, and he don't even know what it's like to know what it's like to actually be 11 and be 12 years old? You know what I mean? But I can tell you this, you know, judged on, you know, the street life or whatever, it's a whole lot of adults that have kids' minds. You know what I mean? Like, you're not grown. That's what I mean. You're not grown when you're 18. You're not grown when you're 18 because you're still thinking on a 17-year-old level and a 16-year-old level. You're not grown when you're 19 because you're thinking on a 17-year-old level, 18-year-old level, 16-year-old level. Even when you're 21, you know, you're still thinking on an 18-year-old level, 19-year-old level, and 17-year-old level. You're making those 17-year-old and 16-year-old decisions at 21. Only difference is you allowed now to go in the store and buy beer and alcohol for the 17-year-olds and the 16-year-olds and stuff like that. And that's bad. That's really bad. With this kid, man, I hope that, you know, the right adult comes along, the right adult comes along and channel this kid behavior in a way that it needs to be going. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it's one thing for this kid to get out there and make music and you know, be a little rapper but it's another thing for him to go out there and do everything that grown adults do and nobody check their behavior. You know what I mean? I can remember one time when I was like 11 years old and I jumped into my Ivana conversation, and while she was talking to someone else, and she quickly checked me real quick. She say, why the hell you still sitting in here? All the kids are now. See, little children are supposed to be seen, not heard. Right, little children are supposed to be seen, not heard. Well, in this little case right here, this little boy running around shooting dice with grown men. What grown man is doing that? What grown man? Why are we doing? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? You know, I made several videos where I talked about, you know, boys needing men. In order for a boy to be a man, he first have to see a man and have to be chastised by a man. He have to be loved by a man. It takes a man to raise a boy into a man. But what we're looking at right here, we're looking at a bunch of grown men in age that's teaching grown men in age, but a kid still up here. Grown men in age, but they still a kid up here because they A-okaying this little boy to come out and do grown folk activity. Y'all allowing this boy to do grown folk activity. You know, hey, y'all, if the right grown adult don't come around and pick him up, y'all setting him up for failure. Y'all setting him up for failure. And y'all should know that. Y'all should know that. So yeah, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man, about this situation, man, because it bothers me. It bothers me because when I was 11 and 12 years old, I wasn't doing nothing. Now, not to say that there wasn't some guys that was 11 and 12 when I was coming up that was doing that, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of those 11 and 12-year-old guys that was doing that, they when I was coming up, they drugged out. They drugged out. I passed by a few of them that I went to school with on the corner right now. Drugged out. Drugged out. You know what I mean? Just drugged out. I can name names, but I'm not. I can name 11, 12 years old, 13, 14, 15 years old. A lot of them in the penitentiary. A lot of them is in the penitentiary. It's only a few that made it because they got into the right hands of the right adults. You know, only a few made it because they got into the right hands of the right adults. You know what I mean? It's sad that drugs is introduced to you. You know what I mean? Drugs is introduced to you. You know, but the same people introduce you to drugs, they never introduce you to the AA meetings and, you know, something that's going to clean you up. They never introduce you to that. You know what I mean? Why is that? Yeah, that's it. That's all I got, man. That's what I wanted to talk about, man, because it kind of bothered me. You know what I mean? Just seeing, you know, 11, 12 years old, you couldn't be in my house talking like that. Just not like that, you know. Absolutely. It's so much wrong with this video, this kid. It's so much wrong. That's it. That's all I got, man. Thanks to everybody that purchased something from us from First Group Management.com. That's the #1 ST Group Management.com. Go ahead, you can still go there and pick up some merch, fragrance oils, perfume, cologne, car fresheners, car freshies. Man, y'all pick that stuff up, man. Thank y'all, man. Y'all been good. It's been an excellent year. You know what I mean? And we got some more stuff in store. That's it. That's all I got, man. Visit First Group Management for all your essential needs. We carry colognes, perfumes, hand sanitizers, car fresheners, and car freshies. So visit First Group Management. That's the #1 ST Group Management.com.